Hi, I'm Todd Smith with Smoking Buttheads, and we're going to come to you today and try to give you a preview for you beginners on KCBS competition on what to take, how to prepare yourself, how not to overtake things like we did for the first 3 competitions. On the internet you'll find how to cook briskets, ribs, a million different ways, everything in the world. But you can't find exactly how to prepare for your first competition. If you're a novice or been at this for a while, this means nothing to you. But what we would like to do is show you this video to help you in so many ways with hours and hours of saving you time and hundreds of dollars in cost of throwing stuff away that you don't need. And I think your product always turns out better if you can prepare 90% of it at home. As you see right here, all this stuff is what we used to have to take with us, and more. This doesn't include some of the miscellaneous pans that we would carry and all that. It becomes to be a nuisance, and we were fortunate to have a 40-foot RV to stack all this stuff in. So what I want to demonstrate to you today is to try to take this and minimize it to where you don't need half of this. And the biggest thing is that when we started, we didn't know what we could take, what we couldn't take. If our food, we were under the impression that our food had to be completely sealed, couldn't be busted from the cryovac. Well, that's all untrue. You can trim all your meats at home, repack them, and take them up. The only thing you cannot do is to marinate them, inject them, season them in any way. So what happens is if you can do all your sauces at home, mix them all up, put them in a lot more confined bottles, exactly what you need, put them in easy case. I mean, just pretty much something like this is all we need now, full with just the necessities in case of emergency stuff that we probably 90% would never need, but in case we do, it's there. The rest of the stuff is all gone. It's all buy. You get up there, you trim your food up. If you trim it up there, what a nightmare, because you're behind the clock. You get up there, let's say on Thursday, you spend the whole day Friday after you get your meat inspection trying to get your meat cut, trimmed, injected, marinated, back in the refrigerator. By the time it's gone, it's done. Now we just sit there and enjoy most of our days on Friday because the work's already done. I'll give you an example. Here's a pack of pork ribs right here, not trimmed or anything else. Our first 2 or 3 competitions we went, we made sure we took them like this because we thought that they could not be unsealed from the cryovac. Well, what we do now is we trim them all at home. And as you can see here, they are trimmed up, repackaged in Food Saver, which is probably one of the best investments you'll ever make if you're going to stay in this business. These babies are ready to go. They need to be broke open after they're inspected, marinated, seasoned however you may want to choose to prepare your ribs, and they're ready to go. That's it. Same thing with your Boston butts right here. You don't want to show up to the store like this, I mean at the competition with this in this state, and that's what we used to do. And we would go through this whole thing and trimming them up, whole 9 yards, injecting them, everything else. Now we trim them, cryovac them, reseal them, take them up there. When we get our meat inspection, we reopen them, inject them, and we're good to go. Brisket. Brisket takes a lot of work to trim. I don't know, you get good at it, you can probably do it in about 45 minutes. If you're new, it'll take you an hour and a half, 2 hours to do it. But there's 45 minutes gone. It's all trimmed up once you do it at home and put back in the cryovac and it's ready to go. So your meats are all done. They're in your cooler, your whatever you may have it in. Keep your temperature correct, waiting for meat inspection. You take them out, you inject them, you season them, rub them, whatever you may do, and your day's done. Your sauces are already pre-mixed, your marinades are, your injections are. We used to do all that stuff on site. You do not need to do that. Do it at home, go prepared, keep this stuff at the house. You don't need it. And it will make life so much easier for you, and you'll have so much more time to enjoy the competition instead of chasing. I know on our first competition, those 30 minutes seemed like 5 minutes. Now we sit around and wait for those 30 minutes. So I hope this has been a help. I wish this video was out there when we first got started on the do's and don'ts of what to do, because it seemed like people didn't want to talk to you about it. But anyway, you get a chance, check us out at www.smokybuttheads.net. We'll have more videos there, more updates and blogs. Thank you and have a nice day. Good luck.